Hello, Tina Tubers. It has been a couple years, and I have so many of these little videos that I just turn on to talk to you, and somehow I just have never put it on, edited it and put it on video. So anyway, there's so many things that I have that I want to talk to you about. But first of all, the hair is from the quarantine, and I decided to just go my natural white hair from my brown hair. And I go into that, and I'll go into it later, but I'm going to get a haircut, and my hair looks really sad right now, but I'm going to go get it cut, and I'll try to show you after the cut what a beautiful job she does. It's so much healthier. No dye. That makes sense. And I hope I'm not late for my appointment, since it looks like the expressway might be a mess, but we'll get there when I get there. But I have been so sad that I haven't put up videos. One of the things that happened was I tried to do my mom's memorial service on the same movie maker that I have on my computer, my big computer, my desk computer, and I could navigate okay. The first couple ones took me like hours, and I stayed up one night almost all night because it's so exciting and fun for me to do. It reminds me of when I first got a computer, and there was dial-up, and I could see live pictures of animals in Africa, and I was just like so amazed. And then I started making cards, just black and white. I didn't have a color printer. And then so I just would spend hours just seeing what I could do. Like, some people like to sew, and Letty likes to garden, and there's something about putting pictures together, being creative on the computer that excites me. So anyways, when I went to upload my mom's service to, I don't know what I was uploading it to. It said it no longer took my movie maker. So I ordered another one, Adobe Pro or something. And that was so complicated that I just didn't want to do it. It was just so hard. Plus, for a year and a half, being quarantined, losing my mother, losing my precious baby boy, dog. 14 years I had him, 14 and a half years. Whew. And having surgery. So it's been, my problems are so minor compared to so many, but I even felt farther away from Christ, and I think that can happen during grief. I never doubted him. I was never angry with him. I just, maybe due to depression, I lost all focus. So it's coming back. My happiness is coming back. I'm also gained so much weight in the last couple years that really is hard for me. It's a vicious circle, and the more I think about it, the more I eat. And yet it's so interesting. I have all the tools, and I can change it. I don't know. It's just so many of us struggle with our weight, and mine. I never was really a problem until after 50, and mine. I never was really a problem until after 50. I was great up until 50. And the funny thing is, I always thought and struggled and didn't like my body image and thought I was too heavy, and always envied girls with, washboard stomachs. And I look back at pictures, and I was really a beautiful young lady and a beautiful young woman. And I think a lot of us women do that. We look back and say, wow, why didn't I enjoy what I had when I had it? Now, at 69, I'm sad. I'm thinking of putting, that tape, that packing tape that's clear. My girlfriend said we should try and start it from the side and wrap it around her neck. I don't know. We'll see. But I certainly can't afford to do it. I wish I was more comfortable with my aging process like my mom was. But if I remember correctly, she was going to go get a neck lift at my age, and I talked her out of it. So I think it all comes with, and as she got older, maybe when she got to be more like 76, 77, I think then she finally said, you know what, I'm okay. And she was a beautiful lady, and I wish I would age gracefully like she did. She was 90 when she died. She was a beautiful woman, and she was a model. And if any of you saw my YouTube on her 90th birthday party, I have a lot of her pictures up, and you'll see what a beautiful woman she was. And I got a little bit of it, but boy, she had such defining high cheekbones. She got more of that Indian look. I'm more like, I've got a lot of her, but I got a lot of my dad. And my dad was short in stature, which I am. My mother wasn't. She was 5'5", and that's a really nice height for a woman. She had beautiful long legs, and I had beautiful legs until they got fat and up at the top. And Mom's never did, because she had longer legs, and she had a longer waist. So I'm just telling you all the reasons why I didn't get it as good. Anyway, I just remember I was always sad that she was very well endowed. Not overly so, but just beautifully well endowed. And I wasn't. So when she took me bra shopping, like when you want to go bra shopping in 6th grade, I didn't need a bra until probably like 8th grade. Like probably 12th grade. I was flat and was teased. But knowing now, I look back, I had cute little perky A-size boobs, which you can wear so much more when you're tiny. So my mother kept saying, so she takes me bra shopping for the first time. I remember it was like a Woolworths. Remember those 5 and dime places? And she takes me into this place, and you remember the training bras that are flat as a board? She goes, well, this is what you need. And she starts laughing. And she was wonderful. She was one of my good friends, but she was a little corker sometimes. So anyway, we got my flat little bra. And I remember being so impressed with wearing a bra. I was in 5th grade. Okay, 5th grade, which I had no business having one, but you do, because everybody else does. And my mom was so good about wanting me to have whatever I felt I needed. And I was spoiled. But the difference of my being spoiled was I appreciated everything I got. I didn't expect it. So, difference. And I wish all kids nowadays, that's why I have a hard time with the younger generation. I wasn't a parent. I didn't get to be a parent, and my kids would have probably been disgusting. That's why probably God didn't give them to me. But I got to tell you, with so many of my friends' kids, I just get so sad and turned off by how they are with their parents, their expectations, and how the parents just give, and enable. So anyway, long story, I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, my mom was a model. I think I said that. Her legs were so pretty. Her first modeling job was for hosiery at Crowley's department store in Detroit, Michigan, which was downtown Detroit. It was so cool back then, where all the department stores were fabulous, and you went through those doors that spin around. They still have some, and then they had the guy at the elevator, the brass doors, and they had the guy in the uniform that they paid to press the button for you and take up and down. I'm aging myself immensely, but it was just such wonderful memories of going downtown and getting all dressed up. That's when you dressed up to go anywhere. So when I moved to Florida from Michigan when I was 22, what a culture shock it was. Because nobody dressed up. We used to dress up to go to the movies, to go out to dinner, to go downtown shopping. And when I got here, of course, it's also the way of the world. We've all kind of gone to more cash. I remember when my parents would go to Vegas. They always wore long dresses at night. To go to dinner and to go to the plays and to go to the shows. I also remember flying. You dressed, and men wore suits and ties, and wow, I miss that. It's a lot less expensive to live today in a casual way, but then we have more things that we feel we need for our homes and our computers and our phones and our cable, and oh my God, it just goes on, and I am just as bad. So I like to say I'm a minimalist since I left my husband in 2010, and we had a 3-story home, and it was over 3,000 square feet, and that didn't include the 4-car garage. I left everything because the more you have, the more space you have, the more you shove in it. And I, honest to goodness, was repulsed when I left him. And the thought of having to take all that nauseated me. I had dreams about it. I had dreams that my closet was as big as my bedroom when I was growing up. And I had dreams that my closet was throwing up purses, like throwing up. So I left over half of my clothes. I took the furniture on the 3rd floor that was mine, that I moved in with, a couch and a chair. I took the 2 end tables from the master bedroom, and that was it. Didn't take a picture, not a utensil or a pan or dish, nothing. So that's how bad I wanted to be free. So my point of this whole long, drawn-out story is I totally purged. And when I moved into a condo, it was mostly furnished. And so when I finally moved out of there after 5 years, I had to buy 2 beds, dressers. But I've been way more conservative. And my closets aren't overflowing, and I still buy too much stuff, and I still buy too many clothes. But what I do is I purge and get rid of them, and I don't keep them all. And so what I just did recently is get rid of my baby boy's stroller. He had the coolest stroller, and he loved it. And his car seat was mesh, and it was like a dual thing. It was you could roll it like a hand cart, and you could take him on the plane and put it underneath the seat as a carry-on. And then I stood it up on the floor in back of my driver's seat and faced forward so he got the air. And he loved to be all he wasn't one of these dogs that felt comfortable being loose on a seat or in my lap. So it really worked out beautifully, and he was more contained, and I think he was more secure and safe. So anyways, I just gave that up, and a lot of his toys and things to Goodwill. That was really hard, and I still have a box, huge box of clothes and blankets that I haven't gotten rid of yet. I don't think I'm gonna get another dog. I keep saying that because it is at my, because I never was a mother, when they get sick, it would wreck me, and nervously, and it seemed like every time you were gonna go out of town, they got sick, if you're gonna leave them with someone. So, and they're very expensive to keep up, or my dogs were, I don't know, I would go every year, I'd do all the shots they were supposed to have, all the proper food. It's all very expensive. And once you're on Social Security and you're not getting any alimony, and you've spent what you did get, I'll go into that one separately later, you gotta be careful. So, I say I won't get another dog. Sorry. But sometimes my heart. And I always wanted a little one. He was only 4 pounds, but when he died, he was only 3 because he's got older. I still keep waiting for me to do that, like start losing weight because I'm getting older, but it's not happening. But he was precious, and I'll put some pictures of him if I can implement that quickly. I want to get this up because so many of Letty's friends have said, I wish you would continue posting. And I want to post the house with the fall decor and